Hi, yes, Patsy. I thought I'd pop on today to share with you something that I'm sort of taking a look at the minute. I've showed these before, or quickly, I didn't really go through them or anything. But it's the Gypsy Oracle cards, the Sibylla. Some people call it the Sibylla, others call it the Gypsy Oracle cards. I got this a couple of months ago, but I've not really worked with it because it always kind of put me off some of the names of the cards. Um, but it's just a case of really transferring the card name to today's terms because they're quite old language, some of it. Some of it is quite, straightforward. It's like we've got many has always been the same. Like this one, we've got the Lord. I mean, nowadays, obviously, the Lord, what is it, it's not in everyday use, is it? But to me, the Lord would probably be like the boss, your manager, that kind of thing. Then we've got frivolity, wedding, reunion, despair, friend, old woman, gift, fortune. Then we've got some, the priest, well, nowadays, priest probably isn't going to be in everybody's life, but it could, be about your faith or your spirituality. We've got lover, we've got sorrow, we've got prison, cheerfulness, love, enemy. This is a strange one, a malady, wife, but there's no husband. So consolation, falseness, faith, service, pleasure seekers, surprise, doctor, waiting, joyfulness, melancholy, foe, loom, thought, journey, servant. Again, we don't have servants these days, so you would have to find some, it could be something completely different to everybody. You just have to sort of play around with the words and what the meaning is for you. We have haughtiness, hope, widower, constancy, faithfulness, soldier, child, conversation, misfortune, size, death, house, scholar, young woman, but there's no young man, so when this card comes up, I'll just put it as adolescent, somebody younger, or something, if if it's a question about something that you're doing, a new project or something, it's in the youth of it, that sort of thing. Sweetheart, merchant, which is now is sort of like, again, that somebody who's a trader or somebody who's higher up than yourself, sort of thing, or a tradesperson, that kind of stuff. Then we've got letter and messenger. So they're the cards that you get. That's the bags. And like I said, some of the words on them are a bit, so you have to sort of translate it to now time, sort of thing. You do get a little white book. Here we go. But it's not really much good. I mean, it's in all different kinds of language. You only get a couple of pages of English. And it just tells you, gives you the cross, and then just gives you a bit about the folklore and that, and using the gypsy cards. But it basically says, that you go by the image and the word and kind of get your own message from whatever comes up in, from what you take from the image and you take from this word, or the word that you get from some of these, because some of these are old words that you don't use nowadays. I've started using them. I mean, I think I paid less than £10 for these on Amazon. They wasn't expensive. They do chip easy, the black edging, you know, that's that it, but you know, what do you expect? The actual cardstock's not too bad. But yeah, I'm finding them quite different. I do read the Kipper cards, and they're not that different to the Kipper cards, and you can read them in spreads like a Kipper, the Kipper spread, or the like the Lenormand spreads, that kind of thing. So there's different ways you can use them. Excuse me. I did watch some videos that Tom Benjamin did on these, and I will link them below. And he shows how he reads these, and he does reversals and what have you. And I think I have to agree with him where he says, you know, to sort of really get to grips with these, you would just have to use the images and the words, you know, like they say, and not listen to all these people who say, oh, you're not reading those right. You know, you just got to go with what you feel with these. He does do them reversibles, and I can understand why when you watch him do the spreads, that how they would work in reverse. So that is something that I'm playing around with as well. But if you're interested in these and want to see how they work, like I said, I've linked his video below, and also the Card Geek Tony Cool, who done a Kipper book that I bought and learned Kipper from. She's excellent. She has just put a video out of her meanings to the Gypsy Oracle. I believe she's got her own Gypsy Oracle deck just coming out as well. I'm sure it was her deck that she was showing when she was sort of telling what her meanings for each card was, and how she changes these names to, you know, and explains what they mean in today's terms. So that's quite interesting. So I'll link that below as well. But yeah, these are the more fortune telling. Obviously, you know, the Gypsy Oracle cards, they are more fortune telling based. But I'm finding them really fun to work with. I'm not sure how accurate they are, because I've never done a reading for anybody or anything like that yet. It's just something I'm playing about with at the minute, and learning more on. But if anybody does have these and does work with these on a regular basis, it'd be interesting to know how you read them, and how you find them and how accurate you find them. I love the Kipper cards, so I tend to, if I want this sort of system, I tend to drag the Kipper cards out. But I am wanting to learn this system as well. I'm not sure how many cards you get. You get quite a lot of cards, but I don't know if it tells you. No, it's a low Scarabeo, and it says open the door to good fortune, but it doesn't actually say how many cards are in there. But you get a good amount anyway. But yeah, so be interesting if anybody does read these, what you think and what have you. And once I've had a few goes with these, I might do a daily spread with it or something, and show you how they work like that. But if you want to look, like I said, pop and have a look at Tom Benjamin's. He does a couple of readings on that he's on his video, as well as explain the cards. So thanks for watching, and be interesting to hear what you think, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.